Today is a big day. It's 13th of September 2021 and A Bike Thing is taking delivery of its very first KTM 1290 Super Adventure S. KTM Redline motorcycles. Appreciate you bringing it out to me.
Oh, no worries.
I thought it was going to rain all day today as well. There she is.
There she is, your new baby.
Yeah, your front's good. Let's just bring the screen down so you get a better view of the road. Go. Right, thought I'd bring you out on today's trip. So, breaking news. If you've been following my Instagram/abikething. If you've been following Instagram, you'll see a post I made recently of me outside KTM in Loughborough. KTM Redline motorcycles in Loughborough. So I fancied owning the new 1290 basically, so I thought I'd take a look, and I went down there. Well, first of all I went onto the KTM Facebook forum, joined onto there, asked a few questions. Who do you recommend? Obviously loads of recommendations came up, but Redline stood out head and shoulders above the rest. And not only that, Nathan Preston, who is a sales guy at Redline KTM, he's also on the forum, and he was very quick to get in touch with me and say, come on Steve, come and have a look at our 1290s and see what sort of deal we can do. So just so you understand, I do like the KTM. I love my GS. I'm not getting rid of this bike. I love it. You know what? Why wouldn't I love it? But the KTM is something that I do really admire when I see it out on the road. But not only that, out of every 30 to 40 CanSmart bundles that we sell for A Bike Thing, I'd say we sell one KTM bundle. It's probably less than that actually. It's more like 50 or 60 to 1. So for me, I feel like it's a very good business opportunity for me to own the KTM 1290S. What's in the road here? And kit it all out and everything. Now, not only that, A Bike Thing for the first year, we've only been going over 2 years of business, and already we're of a considerable size and taking business seriously. And we've decided to invest. Well, I say we, the royal we, me. I have decided to exhibit the company at Motorcycle Live at the Birmingham NEC Motorcycle Live Show this year. Something's obviously come through here and knocked all the tree branches down. Something far too tall for the road, with branches everywhere. Right, so that was last Monday. Today is Saturday.
In 0.2 miles, turn left onto Derby Road, A6.
Thank you, Kalimoto. So I basically punched in the Kalimoto destinations for today. I've got a couple of errands to run, drop birthday cards off, that sort of thing.
Turn left.
Yeah, I know, I heard you first time. Anyway, so I was under the impression they were going to drop it off at the barn yesterday, but that didn't happen. So it's now going to be dropped off on Monday, but today's Saturday. I was planning to be riding the KTM, getting a few miles under the belt, so I thought, because I'm not doing anything now and I was supposed to be riding, I thought I'd come and have a look at it. So it should be sat in the showroom with the registration plates on and everything. Should be all registered, ready for me to take delivery on Monday. So excellent stuff. So let's go and have a look at it. How far away am I? Still quite away from it. I don't know where I am. I just
turn right and turn slight right.
So it's given me a nice twisty road so far. But the plan is to have both this bike here you see here all cleaned up and on display, showing you what's possible with the hex and what's possible with a double hex, and I'll also have the KTM hex Easy Can installed with an array of lights on that as well, and showing you all the possibilities from hooking up lights, a sound horn, phone charger, heated gear, you name it, anything that you can plug into a 12-volt supply can go through a hex EasyCam. And if you haven't seen the video of where I talk about the difference between the hex EasyCam and the Denali CanSmart, or then please click on this link just here. I don't know this road at all. I'm taking it quite steady. So a lot of you have already made comments on Facebook and social media, Instagram, that I've gone to the dark side. No, I really haven't gone to the dark side. I really haven't. I've got no intention of getting rid of my GS. Not at this moment in time anyway. I'm not like going to be owning a KTM thinking maybe one day I'll get rid of the GS if I like the KTM more. That's not where my head's at with it at all. I just want to have ownership of both for about six to 9 months, and at some point one of them will go but be exchanged for something else, because I want to work my way through the different brands that are compatible with the EasyCam.
In 0.3 miles, turn slight right onto Main Street.
So as I've mentioned before, we've got the Honda Africa Twin. That EasyCam is coming very soon, and shortly after that we're going to have one for the Triumph Tiger. So at some point around the next 12 months, I would imagine I'll be owning all of those bikes. You never know, I might have all four at the same time, if the company can afford it, that is. Is it okay to say how well we're doing? I don't want to come across like a big head.
Follow the road for about 1.2 miles.
But a bike thing, I think people get the impression we're a small business, and do you know what? I love the whole small business concept. I think something I've learned over the years of owning a big company with 30 staff is you should never stop treating it like a small company. You've got to watch your pennies, because it doesn't matter how big or how clever you think you are, or how much money you've got in the bank. It can all change in a heartbeat. But a bike thing is doing stupendously well. We're having growth month on month.
In 0.8 miles, turn right.
It's a really great company. I love where it's going, and I think that shows in our Trustpilot reviews. So that's something else I really urge you to go and check out our Trustpilot. I'll stick a link down below in the description so you can see what people are saying about us. The only people who are allowed to leave reviews, it's set up in a way that you're only allowed to leave reviews if you have actually made a purchase with us. But unfortunately, you can't please them all. Doesn't matter, who you are, how perfect or how great business you've got. You can't please them all. So what I actually urge you to do is go on to Trustpilot and then click on the filter, and instead of reading all the 5-star reviews, which basically dominate the whole of the account, click on 1-star and 2-star reviews. Have a read of those, because that's more interesting, isn't it, than reading all the praise. Read some of the good ones too, but read some of the bad ones, and it kind of shows that I'm human. Maybe I did get things wrong at a certain point, but I certainly rectified them. But for whatever reason, the customer didn't feel that he wanted to leave a good review. But I think it shows in the review.
In 0.3 miles, turn right onto Jubilee Drive.
And you certainly see through all the bullshit, and just see that we are a good, honest company, and we do everything by the book, and we help you, where we can. So if something needs exchanging, then we will do that. We will do that as best as we can. So, oh, there it is there. I didn't put KTM in, I just put the road in. Right, okay. Right, so there it is, FN71XXO. She's all ready for me. So it's this one just here.
To bring that bit.
Okay, right, so I've had a look at the bike. I've got some stuff on the iPhone. They're not very keen on filming in there, so I didn't have the GoPro on. So let's make way. Right, where are we going on this? One of the really interesting things that the guy in there was telling me is that the day they launched the new 1290 Adventure S, the new 1290 S Adventure S, is that what it is? Well, it's SAS, isn't it? 1290 S Adventure S. Anyway, he said it looked like
0.3 miles turn left onto Nottingham Road, A60.
Anyway, he said it looked like a BMW dealership on that particular day because there are loads of people chopping in their BMW GSs for the new 1290 KTM, which I found quite interesting. But remember, I'm not doing that. That's not what I'm about. This is as well as, not instead of. So I wonder what I'm going to do to the bike. I need to have an idea and come up with a plan exactly where I'm going to mount the lights. So I've already found a source for light mounts for the KTM, so we can mount them in the same place where their OEM lights are. Now the OEM lights on the KTM, sorry to say it, they really do look quite pathetic. It wasn't that long ago, before the brand new 1290 came out, I was speaking to a KTM dealer and he was saying, well, you know, our lights, the Power Parts lights are so much better than Denali. And I said, oh, well, what grounds do you base that on? And he goes, well, I'm just saying they're really good lights. So he was basically just saying that Power Parts is good enough, and yeah, so he wasn't really in agreement of giving customers the choice of where they could have Power Parts or they could have Denali or something else. It just seemed to be all Power
In
Parts.
0.6 miles turn left.
And if that's the case, if Power Parts do the very best auxiliary lighting that there is to offer, then great, but I wouldn't mind some proof of that, really. And from what I've seen, I'm not that impressed. Alton on the Wolds. Anybody know where I am? Alton on the Wolds. Well, it's not the Cotswolds, I can tell you that. I used to live just on the outskirts of the Cotswolds. Okay, this is a fun road that I love. Suddenly just recognised it as I came onto it. Haven't ridden this at all this year yet. So this is the road between, I think it's Melton and Mowbray and Nottingham. Or it could be between Melton, Mowbray and, well, Nottingham, Melton, Mowbray, or Melton, Mowbray and Market Harbour. This little stretch here is great because not only have you got nice twists, you've got ups and downs as well. They're a roller coaster rather than just a twisty road. Very popular with bikers. This is it. Now, I've already been posting stuff on Instagram, so if you're not on my Instagram, get on there, because anything that I want to post and let you know about quickly and instantly will be done on Instagram. So Instagram/abikething. I'll put links down below to that as well. Now, the bike you see behind me, this bike here, that is a customer's bike that's just been dropped off today, having K3, having a D4 bundle, everything installed in there. We're gonna actually crack on and get that done tonight because the rest of the week is gonna be so busy because I've got the CEO of Hex coming here on Wednesday, spending the day here on Wednesday to do some reverse engineering on the KTM 1290S. 1290 Super Adventure S, I've got to get used to this. So the current EasyCan for the KTM will work seamlessly for your brand new 21 plate 1290 Super Adventure S's out there, okay? And also the 1290 Super Adventure R, all right? And then obviously this is my 1250 GSA. I'm not getting rid of it, okay? I'm not getting rid of it. Any minute now, the van will be coming through that entrance just there and you'll see the new bike arrive. So don't worry guys, we're not getting rid of this. I love my GS. I love my GS a lot. I appreciate the stats tell everybody that the tech pack on the new 1290 Super Adventure S is far better than the tech that you get on the 1250 GSA with everything on it. So I appreciate it's a better bike in that respect, and I've been watching some of the reviews. The Lamb Chops review is very good. He actually says it's just as good as the GS to ride. It feels like a GS to ride, so it should be interesting to know what it's like. It's just got a lot more power. So I am actually looking forward to taking it out for a spin. But don't worry, I'm not getting rid of the GS. I think I'm going to have a little bit of a love affair for both of them. So, well, time will tell. I'm not going to do like, well, maybe I'll do a full review after I've had it for about maybe 3 or 4 months. I'll let you know which keys I tend to pick up more when I'm going for a ride. Will it be the KTM or will it be the BMW? Time will tell. Anyway, any minute now, the bike's arriving. I'll get as much as I can on video so you can see the brand new 1290 Super Adventure S coming off the back of the van. So this is KTM Redline motorcycles. Appreciate you bringing it out to me.
Oh, no worries.
I thought it was going to rain all day today as well. There she is.
There she is, your new baby.
You've taken one off before, yeah?
What?
You take one? Yeah. Do you want me to get on the brake side? Yep, it's in the middle. I will keep it nice and central. God, it already feels lighter than a GS.
It's funny because it feels lighter.
Yeah.
And it is.
You're good. Go on, let it roll. Yeah, your front's good. Everything's in the middle. Everything's in the middle. I won't let this baby go.
It's landed.
Yep, you're landed on the floor, yeah. You all right? Oh, you were going then.
If you have the pleasure to take it off, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. Sorry, I've got it. I move these bikes all the time as well.
All right.
All right, is the side stand down?
Now it's down.
There we go.
Okay, I give you all the paperwork, we need to sign some of them.
Yeah. Well, you hear a lot of people saying that the KTM is not as pretty as the GS. I kind of disagree.
To be fair,
I think it's a lovely looking beast.
to be fair, when GS came out with the asymmetric lights, the difference is what you will feel if you just ridden it.
No, I haven't even ridden one of these.
No?
So nice Brembo twin pot calipers. This should be interesting to know what it's like with those front wheel being smaller than the GS. Right, let's turn that off. Right, so here she is. We're just going to wait for Boris to drive his van out of the courtyard. Okay, so here we are. So, what do you think? I can imagine a few of you out there be thinking, nah, not KTM, stick with the BMW. So let's turn the ignition on and show you what's going on here. So we haven't even turned this on yet. So I've got the key around my neck. We're going to turn the bike on by pressing that.
That's quite nice. See, look, it's still got the cellophane all over the screen. It's like I'm wrapping a present. In neutral, gonna press the Okay, so I'm going to quickly think about wrapping things up here because it's, what time is it now? It's just gone 5 o'clock. So I think I'm going to go and stick my riding gear on and my helmet, take it for a little spin, try and clock up those 600 miles before its first service. And then later on this week, I've got Hex actually coming here and spending a day with me to make sure that the EasyCam for the KTM will be compatible with the new 1290 Super Adventure S. So all exciting things happening here at the barn at a bike thing. If you're not following me on Instagram, then you really must, because it's much easier and quicker for me to post on Instagram than it is to post on YouTube. Obviously YouTube videos will always be coming, but it just takes time to actually create that content, upload it, all the links and everything. It takes a long time to do that, whereas Instagram is very much now, raw, right now. You hear the stutters, the pauses, everything. One other thing, I haven't made an official announcement yet, but a bike thing, a bike thing, I'm going to be at Motorcycle Live this year, 2021, Motorcycle Live at the Birmingham NEC. If you're going to be attending, then please make sure you come and say hello to me. Both of these bikes are going to be there. I'm going to have them both there, all kitted out, just to try and show and help people understand what the EasyCam can do for your bike. All the amount of things that you can add to your bike without it messing with the canvas on your bike. From strobing, loud horn, heated equipment, all that sort of thing. So we're going to be there, okay? Right, till next time, I'll see you in the next video. Stay safe behind bars. Bye for now. You can probably hear me better now as well. Now, I wasn't going to take the camera out for my first run, but you might see this, you might not. If you're seeing it, well, then you're seeing it, aren't you? Now, bear in mind, I have never ridden a KTM. Never. So it should be interesting to see how I get on with it. I've ridden other bikes. I've ridden Aprilias, Kawasaki, Suzuki's. I've ridden V-twins before. My first bike was a V-twin, Tuono. Nearly killed me. Okay, let's go and get some gloves on as well. Oh, not that bike, this bike. Hey, don't worry, GS. You're still my favourite for now. Have to wait and see what happens, eh? Have to wait and see. Oh, look. Alright, so on my GS straight away, I always had to put my foot on there to step up to get my leg over. Because I'm getting older now, I can't quite get my leg over. Believe it or not, I used to be able to do the splits. See, that was like 20 years ago when I used to be really into my martial arts. Anyway, so this one I can just flick my leg over the top quite easily. So, now we're sat on it. Now, I never even sat on the one at the dealership when I was test riding. Well, I didn't even test ride it. I didn't even sit on the one in the dealership. So this is completely new to me. I've still got a cellophane on here. I might as well just leave it on for now. Right, so let's open the gates. Let's start her up. Go for a little ride. Right. Oh, it feels so different. Don't expect amazing things to happen in this ride, okay? This is my first run on this bike. Let me just close the gate. Right, let's head out. Yeah, so don't expect amazing things because I just want to get used to it first. I'm not going to suddenly roar off and start putting wheelies or anything like that. Visor down. Right, already I know I'm having to lift my foot quite high to reach the gear. So okay, so what I love about it straight away, just telling you exactly what I'm feeling as I'm riding it, is that because of the way I have my windscreen on my GS, because of the way I have my windscreen on it, it feels, I love the feel of it, how narrow the front is, even though apparently this is a wider feeling bike to its predecessor, the 1290 Super Adventure S, the pre-21 plate version. I hear this is wider because you've got the split fuel tank, and on that note, this is going to be interesting because I've done some research already about the split fuel tank, and if we're going to be wiring in all of our auxiliary lights and horns and putting the wires in the best possible professional place as we're laying down all the harnesses, I believe the fuel tank has to come out. The fuel tanks have to come out. I've heard them get referred to as ball bag tanks. I think I understand it now. Okay, let's get it sorted out. Right, let's go for a little run down. I haven't set anything up on this at all. I haven't set my ride. All I've done is set the seat height. So all I've done is set my seat height. So I don't know what mode I'm in or anything. Okay, so here comes the first thing. Now, I'm being completely honest here. I have not bought this bike to slate it. I actually want to love it. How many gears have you got? 6? Yeah. I actually want to love the bike, alright? But something about pulling out that junction, I don't know what it was, but something about pulling out that junction, I don't feel in a commanding position. I'm just being honest. When I'm on my GS, I feel very, very commanding. I feel very high up. I feel like a bit of a king of the road. Whereas I don't get that feeling on this. If it, you know, a lot of you will be thinking, well, it's not about that, Steve. It's about, you know, it's about riding off-road. It's about doing the twisties and what's the best. But there's so many different requirements and needs to all of us bikers. We're all after different things, aren't we? And the GS, I just feel I feel safer. I don't know what the GS does, it just makes it feel a bit safer. But like I say, I'm liking it so far. It feels small, but I'm a big guy, but it feels like a very small bike. I don't know why I feel so vulnerable on it. I actually feel vulnerable, which is probably a good thing because the GS inspires so much confidence. My knees feel like they're exposed. That's a bit of a strange thing to say, isn't it? But I can really feel the wind on my knees. Whereas in the GS I don't get that. Oh look, that's all loose. That's pretty bad. Look at that. Completely loose. Obviously shows it hasn't been set up properly at the dealership. I'm not very impressed with that. What's this one like? That one's okay, but that's completely loose. Oh dear. I just hope there's nothing else that's loose on the bike, which is probably a little bit more important. I need to learn what all these buttons do. I have no idea, but I've heard it's very intuitive and very easy. So I just wanted to jump on it and take it for a little ride. Get a few more miles than 4 on the clock. The quick shifter is really good. Like, I mean really good. You know, I'd be riding the 21 plate GS and I'm thinking to myself, well that's really good, but somehow this is just a little bit better. Oh yeah. Whoa! That's a bit nutty. Alright. Okay, I did like the way that responded. I must admit, I did like it. It feels really growly under the backside as well. I feel like I could get into trouble on this bike. Oh, that's great. Oh, it's quick, all right. Really quick. I'm not even twisting the throttle. I really am riding it like my nan, I've got to be honest. There's 11 miles on the clock now. Just gone from what, single digits to double digits. There's no going back now, is there? Just for the record, I wasn't giving it full throttle there. It just gets through those revs very quickly. I actually want to get good at riding this. I'm nowhere near as confident on this as I am with GS, but that'll come with time, I hope. I need to take it down to Switzerland, take it on a few mountain passes, and over time I'll start to get better with the feeling of the bike. Because currently, right now, it's not actually going where I want it to go as quickly as I want it to. Don't even notice about there, but I crossed the white line. I can see it was safe to do so, but maybe that's just my own lack of confidence. I'm looking forward to playing with all the settings like the preload and the anti-dip. Oh, okay, love. Yeah, that anti-dip is definitely there, so I want to play with that. Cars in the middle of the road. The indicator self-cancelled on that one. I suppose the time of day it is right now, it's 6:15. There's a few nutters on the road leaving work, aren't there, on these backcountry roads. Probably a bad time to come out. Oh yeah, I want to work on that anti-dip thing because it's definitely lunging forwards. I'm just going to pull over here. So if I go into here, so if I just press the middle button, see what happens. Bike info. Trip, motorcycle, ride mode, suspension, cruise control. Don't want to do it, I'm going to mess with that right now. So where's this anti-dip thing? Suspension, preload adjuster, anti-dive, not anti-dip. On. It was off. Okay, so put that on. Preload adjuster. Is that changing right now? Yeah, I can feel it rising at the back. Okay, let's just take that down to 50%. Because I'm a heavy guy. Probably with all my clothes on, I must be over 18 stone. I've actually lost a stone in weight, by the way, which I'm very pleased about. Right, let's give it a go. So the bike feels higher at the back now, which is feels much better. Now we can have a play around with this anti-dive. Okay, yeah, the anti-dive, yeah, I'm feeling that now. I get it. This must be some kind of way to compare with the telelever suspension on the GS, I'm guessing. Oh yeah, world of difference having that. Right, so just those little alterations, I'm feeling more confident on the bike. Drop it down to gear for these little S-bends. Got to take it steady because I'm putting new tyres on here as well. Need to get my sat-nav on here as well. I'm actually looking at the moment to see what the best option is, whether I have my phone on there with a nav option or buying the Garmin, is it the Garmin XT? Can't remember what it's called. Get down, don't be scared of the corner. Come on, you take this corner at speed, Steve, normally. Just hesitating. very disappointing because I love that little stretch of road there. You know, I don't know if you've gathered from watching some of my videos when I'm riding that I really like thin twisty roads rather than big wide twisty roads or straight roads. And the GS inspires loads of confidence, but then again I've had 4 GSs and I've been riding GSs since 2014. We're now 2021. See, I'd normally go around that without touching the brake. I'm slowing down. I feel very, very bitty. I'm not smooth on this at all. But I'm sure that will come over time. The seat is very comfortable. I used to do a few hundred miles in it in a day, and I'll give you my verdict about that then. It's probably worth pointing out that I am far from relaxed. It's a very, very focused ride. Like, I'm not even trying to wheelie this, but you just know it's got so much torque there. This is not going to be a difficult bike to stick the front wheel up on. Now, I've been watching a few reviews on YouTube and people saying it's very similar to the GS. I disagree. Nothing like it. I was about to say, if I had just bought this with my own cash, the thing is, I have just bought it with my own cash. Let's look, no one's good this way, I think. I don't know this area at all. It's just down the road from me, I don't know the area. Yeah, I was about to say if I bought this with my own cash, which I actually have done, but it's a genuine business purchase. So for me, it's all about getting some kind of return in so long, so I get my money back on it. Obviously I'll never get all my money back on there, that's just impossible, but it's all about what we can do to this to accessorize it for the company and show what's possible on the new 21 plate 1290 Super Adventure S. But if I was generally buying this for myself as my own personal bike, spending this kind of money on this bike, 16,000, which my company's just paid out on this, would I be happy with it? Bloody hell yeah! It's a great bike. I'll be well pleased with this. And if you look at the price comparison between this and the GS, well then it's a no-brainer. I think you're getting a lot of bang for your buck with this bike. Because of the way it feels between the legs, like as you're sat on there as the pilot of the machine, because of the way it feels, I would actually make it comparable, and probably a lot of you are going to laugh and just switch off your screens right now and thinking what a twat. I find this more comparable to the F900 XR. That's what it feels like as you're sat here looking down at the tank, the whole front of it. I find it comparable with that, and I've ridden that bike quite a few times because that is the loan bike that you get from BMW in Nottingham, Roy Pidcock in BMW. This is more superior than an F900 XR. I'm just saying it somehow compares to it slightly, the feel of it. Oh, you see, I just lacked confidence overtaking that car. I'd have gone around that on the GS. No problem. I feel like I'm going to get into trouble. And I might not be able to sort of get out of it. There you go. I'm hurtling towards this bend and I'm worrying right now if I'm going to be alright. Full time. It's fine. As I've mentioned, I keep repeating myself, but it's just the confidence is going to come with time. We are now in the village of Twycross, and this is where Twycross Zoo is. Oh, look at the registration plate on that van, 59V.
59V. It's like, why did you put such a beautiful plate on a van? Well, whatever trade they're in, they're obviously doing well for themselves. That's under the assumption they bought it. I bet every day he gets someone say to him, "Nice plate, mate." But every day he gets that. I'd love that plate. What does it stand for? Nothing. probably means something to them. Oh, it's so quick. It's ridiculous. The anti-dive is a game changer. It's really good. Starting to feel the confidence coming through now. It's coming. Oh yeah, that's great. I'm starting to feel it a little bit. Oh, goodness me. Oh, of course. It's reminding me of the power from the KTM 1290 Super Duke that I had for a very short while. I completely forgot. I said to you at the beginning of this video that I've never ridden a KTM. Of course I have. I had a KTM 1290 Super Duke in the barn for literally a few weeks. I realised that the thing was just too dangerous to own, and the front wheel just wouldn't stay down. And even when you thought the front wheel was down, it wasn't down enough, and so your steering just became too. You think you're steering left, and it wasn't going anywhere because the front wheel didn't have enough traction to actually register the fact that you're trying to turn the bike. Oh, so I'm genuinely gutted that I cannot ride this again for over a week, because I've got a customer's bike in tomorrow. Well, it's in today, and I need to spend all day on it tomorrow, kitting it out with the gnarly stuff, putting on a K3 camera, and some other work I think is having done to it. So I'm on that all day, and obviously we've got the busy mail order side of the business. It really is hectic. And then Wednesday and Thursday I've got back-to-back meetings. So it's, I've got a full-on week. But hopefully, because we're stripping this bike down on Wednesday, that's one of my meetings. We're going to be stripping this back, and then hopefully I'll have it all back together again so I can take it out for the weekend. But I can't really spend much time on the weekend because it's my daughter's 18th birthday, so I'll be spending the weekend with her, which, I've got to be honest, I'd rather do that than go out and ride my bike, because I bloody love my kids. Right. Well, they're not kids anymore, grown adults. 18 and 20. Mental. There we go. Let's take that off. Oh look, we've got dead flies on it now.